it's Sarah. Okay, so I have two topics today, and one is about Louis and one is about Harry. Yeah, exciting, Larry. But no, it's not really about them together. It's more of like a follow-up of Louies Arrest, which you guys all know about. If you want more information about that, I did a 25-minute video, so go watch that if you haven't. And then the Harry news is totally separate. So without further ado, here's the latest news that's been happening in the past couple days. Okay, so first topic, Louies Arrest. Again, as I said, if you haven't seen my last video, you should really go watch that because that is the basis, the foundation of the whole thing. Watching this would make you confused. Okay, so first, I'm gonna start off with the girls who were harassing Eleanor and literally assaulting her. So basically, one of the girls has social media and she's been posting a lot of stuff that could actually go against her in court. As you guys know, Louis has a court date. It is March 29th. And this is why we shouldn't be sending any of the girls hate online because that could go against Louis and Eleanor in court. But anyway, one of the girls posted this on Instagram and it says, "Unfuck yourself. Be who you were before all that stuff happened that dimmed your fucking shine." And her caption says, @Louis91, "Have fun in jail, woman beater." She has actually posted more stuff and she claims she made the account to tell her story. But to be honest, she was just trying to justify her actions of harassing and assaulting Eleanor in the first place. And to be honest, I just find this whole thing ironic because everything that she's posting can go against her in court. To be honest, guys, I feel like Louis is gonna win the case. He did nothing wrong. And also, guys, what's really fucked up about this situation is this tweet. Louis can't leave the country until his court hearing, meaning he won't be home for the first of Jay's birthday without her. I really don't know if this is like hashtag confirmed, but I just really hate this because this is so unfair. The fact that Louis' life has been really hard as it is, and his mom recently just died and he can't even go back home for her birthday, the first one where she's not there, that's fucked up. Especially since Louis wasn't even in the wrong in this situation. I didn't know that defending people was such a bad thing. Cause think about it, if Louis wasn't there to help Eleanor, she could have gotten way worse. This says, apparently this fan said Louis hit her and threw her to the floor because Eleanor tried to take her phone to stop her from filming and Louis fighting with a pap. She is going to press charges against Louis and he could go to jail for 6 months. And then right below it says Louis Tomlinson arrested after throwing fan to the floor during airport brawl. Listen, I know how headlines work. I understand the clickbait. They're going to exaggerate the title to make you click it, but I just hate how it's worded. Like, he threw a fan to the floor. Like, it looks like he's the assaulter. This just really pisses me off how the media is just manipulating this whole thing when there is a video. And in the video, you can clearly see that Louis did not do that. And if you guys look at the picture, the fan literally just has a little scratch above her eye. And she wants to press charges? Really? We saw recent pictures of Louis with a bruise on his forehead and some marks on his nose, and Eleanor was probably marked up too. Sounds like she just wants attention to me. And to be honest, guys, this is not a fan. When she was getting interrogated as well, she called Louis the man. Like, she didn't even know his name. I don't know if she was doing that on purpose, but she's not a fan. And to be honest, guys, I don't believe that Louis could ever go to jail for 6 months based off of this situation. That's not gonna happen. And then in brighter news, we heard that the pap got arrested. Thank God. I was hoping that this would happen because if you guys watched the video, obviously the pap provoked it. And I'm like, why is Louis getting arrested and the pap didn't? And this post says, I was just thinking, how come Louis got such a badass lawyer working for him that apparently eats people alive to get his clients the best deal, and yet Louis has a crappy custody arrangement with no even overnights? Wouldn't that be something he couldn't have helped with? Wouldn't a lawyer with such important clients recommend a pap test with his client that spends the next 18 years paying a lot for a child that cannot be his? How does that work? To be honest, guys, I don't really know a lot about Louis' lawyer. I don't know how good of a lawyer he is, how bad of one he is. But if this lawyer is supposed to be that good, then yeah, I have no idea. And now fast forwarding to today, we got new pictures of Louis. And it was really strange seeing these pictures. Like, I was really confused. Like, Louis had his Starbucks and apparently he was at his house being papped, and then there were lawyers and doctors there as well. So here's a little more speculation with that. So here's a brief overview. It says, today we spotted a doctor and a few lawyers arriving at Louis Tomlinson's Hollywood home. The former One Direction singer got into a scruffle after landing in the airport with a photographer and a fan. After the fight, the singer was arrested and booked for battery against the pair. Reps for Louis state he was trying to defend his girlfriend Eleanor Calder, who reportedly was being harassed. Okay, we know that. This says, why would the doctor do that now though? Shouldn't this have been documented right after the events? Yes, it should and would be documented immediately following the event. I'm not sure exactly what they want us to believe is going on with the doc. They never really care that much about timelines, so we'll see if it's related to the case or something else. Yeah, it was kind of weird to see those pictures surface way after the event that happened. And now more onto the doctors and lawyers who were there. So this person was basically mocking the picture, and they said, "You gotta put on the stethoscope so the paps know you're a doctor. That sounds a little over the top." Well, here at One Direction, stunts are us, nothing is over the top. Okay, so the lawyers will hold portfolios, and the doctor will hold an ear scope, just to make it obvious who is who. So basically, in a comical way, the person was mocking the whole thing because they think it's a stunt. The picture seemed a little contrived to me, but maybe they're making it look this way so Louis wins the case. Like, oh, guys, look, Louis and Eleanor really did get hurt because now there's like professional doctors at his house. They're making it look more noticeable. This person says, "That's so unprofessional. I'm a home health nurse and we keep all our supplies and instruments in an appropriate bag." So this person's talking about how the doctor in the photo had his tools out and not securely in like a bag or something. And this person responds, "Okay, so Louis' lawyer probably saw the bullshit things that the girl was saying. How she could have died and her small scratch on her eye is so bad and she has to go to the hospital for 10 years. And so if he brought a doctor carrying the equipment, it would be a jab to shut the hell up because Louis is actually the one injured here. See, there's a doctor with an eye test thing that tests for concussions. It's a very strategic move for lawyers, especially the one Louis has. Also, Brianna, being Brianna, will finally take her custody battle into this, and these pictures could just be used as proof to show when Louis got a pap test and as proof in court that he was hurt and needed a doctor, and the girl needs to shut the fuck up because she's creating bad press for Louis, and they need to make Louis look innocent again, even though he is. The media and that girl twisted it so he was the guilty one, so they needed to prove that Louis is innocent." And that's kind of what I was saying. I feel like they made a big scene on purpose to show people. This was meant to get attention. And now onto more speculation of the photos. This says, "I'm still not over that this is his public house's front door. Literally on the street, like no gate, no nothing. They really want me to believe he's super private but has a super accessible home? Right." That's what I was thinking when I saw the photos. When I saw the photos, I'm like, wow, now we know where Louis lives. This does not look private at all. This is why I'm saying, like, I think this was meant to be shown to people. This was meant to go out to the media. I don't think that was Louis' private house. I think that's his public house, like where his beards are or where he stunts. We're supposed to know that's his house. But I think his private house, maybe where he lives with Harry, that obviously was not going to be seen. This says, "I'm so fucking shook that Louis supposedly lives in a house that not only does half the fandom have the exact address of, but that you can pap him standing at his front door." Yeah, see, a little suspicious if this was like a normal case, but this isn't normal. This was totally meant to be publicized. That's why there could be paps there. That's why you could take pictures of Louis at his front door, at his house, and that's why everything looked a little contrived. This says, "They papped a McDonald's delivery guy outside Louis' public house on March 4th. His manager's making him promote McDonald's now too. If you think that Louis actually lives in that house where paps and stalkers are always there, then LOL, he doesn't. He keeps his public houses to push narratives that he doesn't live with Harry and lives with his beards and throw parties with his friends, business meetings, and like right now, lawyers. And they papped Clifford too. And we need to see lawyers by Louis' side. That's why they went to Louis' public house and they can't go to Larry's private house. Anyways, Louis has Martin Singer, a badass lawyer." Yeah, when you really think about it, Louis obviously has many houses, and if he knows that paps are gonna be there, lawyers, doctors, whatever, they're not going to film or take pictures at his private house. Larry aside, he just doesn't want his address to be leaked or whatever, so he's gonna do it at his public house. But what really doesn't help is that frickin' Brianna had to chime in. I can't believe she can still be extra at these times. So the Jungwirth family friend said Brianna wasn't that shocked when she heard what had happened. She says, "He has been acting differently for a while. Everybody has noticed it." Then an article comes out saying, "He hasn't been himself. Louis Tomlinson's ex-partner's Brianna Jungwirth concerned that Wendy Singer is struggling to cope." To be honest, guys, I don't even think Brianna is concerned. She's not concerned at all. She's just wanted attention in this whole thing. She didn't even sound apologetic. Like, oh, Louis changed. No, Brianna, you're the one who's changed. You literally got fame for having a baby. So yeah, all this stuff about Louis already pissed me off, and the fact that Brianna said that pissed me more off. But on a positive note, we got recent pictures of Harry wearing a ring. I will talk about Harry's ring a little bit later, but I just want to talk about how we got Harry pictures around the same time as all the Louis stuff. So here's a quick slideshow of all the pictures of Harry. It says Harry leaving a studio in North London yesterday, March 4th. It says how amazing that Harry manages to be completely MIA for weeks at a time. Literally no one sees him, but he is spotted in London the same day Louis is spotted at an airport flying to Jamaica. And he is papped in London when Louis was going to get papped in LA with Eleanor. Just incredible. Totally normal. Harry leaving a music studio in London yesterday. LOL at their teams making Harry get papped in London because he and Louis are such enemies. We were supposed to get pap pics of Eleanor at LAX and pap pics of Harry in London, but look what happened at the airport. They want us to think that Harry didn't jet off to LA to Louis after he got papped. Same old shit every single time. Louis and Eleanor were going to get papped arriving at LAX, so of course Harry was papped in London. Of course. They couldn't be more transparent, could they? They always do this. It's been years and the pattern never fucking changes. Yeah, so not only do Harry and Louis get photographed around the same time, they always try to make it look like Louis and Harry are in different locations all the time. Sometimes what they do is they'll take pictures of Harry in London, then Harry will go to LA where Louis is or whatever, then they'll release the pap pictures of Harry in London, making him look like he's in London when Louis is in LA, but in reality, they're now in the same place. Pap pictures can get released late sometimes, so just because we see them in this location doesn't mean they're there right now. But now let's look at Harry's ring. It says, I'm probably reaching, but Harry was wearing a rose ring on his ring finger, and his middle finger has a silver ring with a small red gem in it. Louis' dagger has a small red gem in it. The rose is exactly like Harry's, and Louis and Harry were MIA for the longest time. The rose ring has a caterpillar hidden on the inside. It's so cute. And you know what a caterpillar becomes. And then here's Harry's butterfly tattoo. And did you guys notice in the pictures that Harry was literally trying to promote his ring? If you guys look at the pictures, Harry's finger is always up like this. He's like, here's this angle, now this angle. Funny how all this stuff happened after Louis was with Eleanor in the airport. It's like Harry's trying to reassure us. And not only that, here's some more coincidence for you. It says Louis followed a jewelry store and Harry's new rose ring casually is from that store. Bye. So Harry wears a ring that can be purchased at the Great Frog at Dover Street Market, and Louis follows the street on Instagram. How subtle. Can they be more extra? Is this really a coincidence that after Harry was spotted with that ring from that store, Louis is following that store? It says the brand of Harry's ring is the Great Frog London. I love how Louis and Harry are obsessed with the rose and dagger. Louis followed Dover Street Market on February 18th, and the Great Frog London has a store on Dover Street. Harry wore his ring for the first time yesterday, and we all know that Louis gave Harry that ring when they were in Jamaica. Louis went to Jamaica on February 24th. Wow, now all the pieces are coming together. And it's funny because the media was trying to convince us that Louis was in Jamaica with Eleanor. And you know what's also funny? Gemma, Lottie, and Tommy were all in Jamaica around the same time that Louis was in Jamaica, supposedly with Eleanor. So the fact that Harry's sister was in Jamaica, are you trying to tell me Harry wasn't? If the whole crew is there, why wouldn't he be? I'm just saying it's suspicious that Harry is always turning up with new rings on. I know he probably has a lot, and Harry has a lot of money to buy his own rings, but just let this be real. This says, remember how I posted yesterday about how Louis started following the shop that made the ring Harry was spotted wearing? Well, turns out the same shop has a lot of other Larry-based jewelry. Those birds can't be a coincidence, okay? So this shop that Louis followed, where Harry's ring came from, has also other Larry designs there too. Why does everything keep matching up? Is this a coincidence? And then after all of that, we got this article. It says, asshole bleached? Harry Styles was seen leaving a cosmetic surgery clinic in London after being MIA for more than 2 weeks. The 1D singer looked chirpy and carefree after a session. Hey, you know what happened. Even if this isn't real, I still think it's very believable because I can see Harry getting this done. And the fact that they said he was chirpy after, I mean, that's so fucking gay. So obviously, Harry. So anyway, that's all the news for today. I hope everything made sense. And like always, I make a video whenever I want, so like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
My honey bun, sugar plum, pumpy umby umpkin, you're my sweetie pie.